Hey guys, my name is Janita. I am the diabetic lady, and this is a new video of my separation series. Um, I've been doing some of the videos step by step or trying to like kind of a storytelling of how my process has been going, and whatever it take me and whatever I did or what I felt or um, all that stuff that happen when you get separated. And well, if this is the first video that you are seeing and you have some question about where I was living or what I did before today's video, I'm going to put some of them in my iCard and in my description box, so you can go there and see other videos about my process. Well, today's video I'm going to talk about moving to my brother's house or apartment. And well, when I decided to move to Ohio, I didn't have a place to live. I needed to start from zero. I didn't have my own place, so the right word is I was homeless. I did have some small stuff that I bring from Virginia and put them in a storage, but most of my stuff I leave all those stuff in Virginia, and some of them I sell that and all that. And well, but that is other video. And I decided to, or because my brother was in Ohio, he was helping me and his girlfriend too, and I stayed with them for I think it was a couple of months. Definitely I would say it was a couple of months, and they let me live there with them even and well, first I want to say I don't want this to be in the wrong way or going to the wrong side, because I feel so brave, blessed and grateful that they take me and they let me stay with him and with them. And I really feel so grateful that I had them with me and I had them to help me. Now, I need to say some reality of my process and how I was feeling with myself and how that was affecting me living with them, because there's some stuff that is going to be affected, even if they try to give me my space. I need to say that I was living in their living room because they're living in a one-room apartment, because it's only those two persons. And when I needed to help and they decided to let me stay with them, I was like invading their space, so I was staying in their living room. And obviously that is a common area where there is where they see TV, there is where they have, like, my brother liked to play games, video games. That is the area, and that is where the kitchen is, for example. And if they need to do anything, I was in the middle of all that, definitely. And I felt like an intruder most of the time, because for example, if they wanted to see a TV show or something like that, I was there. And if I wanted to sleep early, I couldn't say like, hey, I want to go to sleep, can you see that series or TV show in another moment or something like that. It's their house, it's their apartment. So that was something that I felt very uncomfortable, because not because of them, it was because of me, because I was in a very, and it was very recent with everything with my separation. So I felt that I needed some space that I couldn't have, because we were all together in a same place. And like I said, I feel so grateful that I have that space. Anyway, it was just my own process that I couldn't deal with it in the same form. It was some, like, I feel uncomfortable. Most of the time I was trying to understand what was happening with me, my relationship, and all this new process. And because I was there with my brother and my, well, his girlfriend, and it was very close, I tried not to cry out loud, because I didn't want them to come to me and say, hey, what is going on, are you okay, or whatever. I just wanted to have time for me and cry by myself most of the time, and try to do like my own process, pray, see TV or see any movie that maybe it helped me. At the time I was like seeing a lot of Christian movies like War Room, like Fireproof, and those movies that help you to connect more with God, because the experience of that character that was in the movie. And it helped me to have and grab some Bible verses to find myself and see what I didn't do during my marriage, and what I could do better later in my life or at that moment. So it was very difficult for me to sleep, and in general, not because I was sleeping in the living room, I couldn't have that sleep or well sleep. So most of the time I just fell asleep of tiredness, because it was too late, 2, 3 in the morning, and I was on the bed thinking, and I couldn't sleep because my thoughts. So when I needed to take that space for me and have the good sleep, well, I didn't want to oversleep, even if I went to sleep so late, because I was living in someone else's house, and I didn't want them to think that I wasn't doing stuff for getting a job, for example, or moving myself to have my own space. I was not going to stay there forever. And for example, if I felt that someone was awake, that most of the time was very early, because my brother's girlfriend worked very early in the morning. So if I fell to sleep like at 3 in the morning and she wake up at 5, she tried not to do noises so I could sleep more, because she knows, and she talked to me sometimes, and she knew that I was sleeping very late, and sometimes I didn't know that at the time, but sometimes she heard me like crying, and she gave me my space and all that. So she tried not to do noises so I could sleep more, a little bit at least in the morning. But well, in a small apartment you are going to do noise, especially if you are in the kitchen cooking and stuff like that. So yes, I felt in there like it was like so, all those mixed feelings where I felt blessed, grateful, and at the same time like a intruder, oh, like an intruder in there. And now I can talk about it. I feel like more comfortable talking about that. And I can see at that time I felt so overwhelmed because all my feelings, and adding to that, I was feeling bad because I didn't have my own space, that it was taking a lot of me, and I was feeling kind of sick. And I mean sick emotionally. I needed, when I needed time for myself, for some reason I just taken close myself inside the restroom or inside my car. And because I try not to go to other places a lot, that's where I run. Sometimes I just run to, I don't know, they try to Starbucks or McDonald's or stuff like that, because I needed to get out of the apartment, because I felt so claustrophobic with my emotions, that being in that only place was driving me nuts. And that is the truth. It was a very, very difficult path and journey when I was there. But like I told before, it helped me seeing those Christian movies, taking time to read my Bible. That helped me a lot. And praying, and I start like, at that time it was the best way to pray for me, like writing my praise, because I couldn't concentrate and I couldn't pray if I was not writing. And that is something that helped me a lot in there. And let me see what else I can remember. I think that is like the most things that I do, and I felt like in that time being in someone else's house, and I didn't feel this at that time, but after month of processing what is happening with me, I feel that now more, that I was homeless. And that time that I was homeless, my brother and his girlfriend take me inside their house or their apartment, their home, to give me that friend hand. And it was enough at that time for me to have that roof, food. And I need to end this video saying that I cannot say enough of how grateful I am for them to do that for me. And there's not gonna be anything in the world that is going to pay enough what they did for me at that time. If you think this video can help someone else, and definitely you want to know more about my experience and whatever path or journey is taking me with my separation, please give a thumb up and hit that notification bell, because I'm posting videos in a very not scheduled times, because right now I'm just trying to do my best, and some days I just cannot work with everything. So I'm not being very scheduled with my uploads in YouTube, but I'm uploading, and every time that I can upload, you can receive that notification if you hit that bell. Subscribe to my channel too, and if you want to know anything in my comments, you can ask me, or you can follow me on Instagram. I have Twitter, but I'm not using it right now, even if I'm putting here all my information, because it's a lot right now for me. So I'm just doing YouTube and Instagram what I can. So anyway, this is going to be everything for this video. See you in the next one. Bye.